Light Yagami is one of the top students in Japan. He dreams of becoming a great detective like his father. Smart and hardworking, he's destined for greatness. But lately, he feels the world is filled with crime and needs urgent justice. Meanwhile, in the Shinigami realm, a bored god of death named Ryuk steals another Shinigami's notebook and drops it into the human world, hoping to be entertained by what a human would do with it. On what seemed like a normal day at school, Light sees a notebook fall from the sky. Curious, he picks it up and reads the title, Death Note. Inside, the rules state that if you write someone's name in the notebook while picturing their face, they will die. If you specify the cause of death within 40 seconds, it will happen as written. If not, they will die of a heart attack. Light thinks it's a prank, but holds onto it out of curiosity. At home, he reads more rules and decides to test it out. He sees a news report about a criminal holding hostages at a daycare center and writes the criminal's name in the death note. After 40 seconds, nothing happens, and Light thinks it's just a joke. But just as he's about to turn off the TV, the news reports that the hostages have escaped and the criminal has died of a heart attack. Light is shocked, but thinks it must be a coincidence. The next day, he decides to test the death note again. He sees a woman being harassed by a gang and writes down the leader's name and cause of death. Moments later, the gang leader is hit by a truck and dies. Light realizes the death note is real. In the Shinigami realm, Ryuk tells the other Shinigami that he dropped his death note in the human world and plans to retrieve it. Light comes home from school with perfect grades, making his mom proud. In his room, he looks over the names he's written in the death note. Suddenly, Ryuk appears, startling Light. Ryuk introduces himself and explains the death note and Shinigami. Light's mom interrupts, bringing Light some apples from the neighbor, which Ryuk eagerly devours. Ryuk admits he dropped the death note because he was bored and wanted excitement. Light says he was bored too and decided to use the death note to cleanse the world of evil people. Though he had doubts at first, he now believes he's doing the right thing. Ryuk points out that if Light kills all the bad people, he'll be the only bad one left. Light dismisses this, claiming he's a top student and a good person. He boldly declares that he'll become the god of a new world he's creating. Ryuk is thrilled, finding Light incredibly interesting. Weeks pass, and all the nations of the world realize the criminal deaths are not natural. They bring in the world's best detective, L, to solve the case. L, addressing them via laptop, calls the deaths an atrocious act of mass murder, and demands full cooperation from the ICPO and the Japanese police, hinting that the culprit is likely in Japan. Meanwhile, Light devises a clever way to hide the death note in his drawer, with a decoy diary and a trap that sets it on fire if tampered with. Ryuk is impressed, but thinks the fire is risky. Light prefers a small fire over execution. As the world talks about the mysterious deaths, people start supporting the unknown person killing criminals, calling him Kira, derived from the English word killer. Light doesn't like the name but is pleased with the support. Watching TV, Light sees a man named Lind L. Taylor claiming to be L, condemning Kira's actions. Angry, Light writes Taylor's name in the death note. Taylor dies on live TV, and Light mocks him, but then the real L appears on screen, revealing the ruse. L deduces that Kira needs a name and a face to kill, and that the broadcast was only in the Kanto region of Japan. Ryuk is impressed, but Light is infuriated, accepting L's challenge to find and eliminate him. L investigates further and notices that the times of the killings coincide with a student's free hours. He suspects Kira might be a student and shares this with the Japanese police. Many detectives quit out of fear, but Light's father, Chief Detective Soichiro Yagami, vows not to let evil triumph. Light secretly enjoys the conversation, proud of his father, and declares that he will find and execute Kira if anything happens to his dad. L narrows the task force to a trusted group and meets them, showing his face for the first time. They are surprised to see L is just a kid, but are convinced he's the real deal. L suspects Kira was someone the FBI was investigating, and admits losing the FBI agents was a setback, but vows justice will prevail. Meanwhile, Light sets up a clever system to kill criminals without being seen, using a mini TV hidden in a potato chip bag. Elle suspects Light, but needs proof. Light is furious, but determined to outsmart Elle. They become classmates, pretending to be friends, while secretly investigating each other. Light vows to earn Elle's trust, find out his real name, and kill him. Comment if you would like a part 2. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on another video. See you in the next one. Take care.